from the beginning.
When we walk out of a movie, we often talk about the way it made us feel. It was depressing, it was shocking, or it was uplifting. Maybe it was simply fun. But the question is, how do filmmakers create these feelings?
I'm glad you like my comedic movie. Exactly how I intended.
One of the main ways is with tone. Tone in this case literally means brightness. Just look at this Superman. Now look at this one. Same character, but just by turning the brightness way down, the viewer has a completely different emotional experience. You can put it to the test by desaturating any visual, and you can see how bright or dark the scene really is and what kind of feeling that elicits in a viewer. There are three ways you can affect visual tone: lighting, exposure, and art direction. Lighting is simply how you light a scene. Do you want high contrast and shadows, or do you want to create an even, low contrast appearance? Exposure is how much light you allow into the camera. You can choose to crush your blacks or blow it out. And lastly, art direction is how much tonal difference there is in your set dressing, props, and wardrobe. Now that we've covered the big three, let's dive deeper into each. We'll start with lighting. Watch the lighting in this scene from Raging Bull. It starts out evenly lit. Just like every other fight up to this point, we can clearly see both subjects as they pummel each other. As Jake taunts Sugar Ray, he's still well lit, but notice what happens with the lighting in the next few moments. Let's watch that again. In a single shot, the lighting scheme is altered and the tone changes along with it. We see Sugar Ray engulfed in shadows, creating a larger-than-life silhouette. He's monstrous, imposing, dangerous. As the lighting darkens, we brace for impact. Now there are various camera techniques at play here, but the shift in lighting really packs a punch. Next up, exposure. We saw how controlling lighting can create a contrast of brightness. Now let's take a look at how you can do it by adjusting camera exposure. Take a look at this early scene from The Godfather. This was shot by legendary DP Gordon Willis, nicknamed the Prince of Darkness. Just look at how underexposed the first shot of the movie is. Don Corleone is barely a silhouette, and now he's revealed in reverse. And his eyes, those windows to the soul. The dailies for The Godfather were so dark and underexposed that the executives at Paramount began to worry. This is a scene about how The Godfather deals in violence and death. But the slivers of light through the windows are blown out because outside, his daughter is getting married. A traditional family out in the light, in public, and the mafia behind the scenes cast in shadow. At this early point in the story, Vito, Sonny, and Tom are all inside the darkness, but Michael is outside with his girlfriend Kay, bright and properly exposed, uninvolved with the family business.
That's my family, Kay. It's not me.
This shows us their visual and thematic contrast to the rest of the Corleones. Throughout the film, we watch as Michael descends into darkness both in terms of plot and in terms of brightness, until he finds himself here. The Godfather is a masterclass in using the tool of exposure to manipulate brightness to tell the story. Third on our list, art direction. You can also control the brightness and feeling of a scene using props, set dressing, and wardrobe. Take a look at how The Matrix plays with brightness here. The scene is a bright white setting, but it's in immediate contrast with Neo and Morpheus's dark wardrobe. And even when set dressing is introduced, the shades are darker. Later in the film, when Neo needs guns,
lots of guns,
the black and white art direction create tension. Now let's look at how Kubrick used contrasting tones within art direction for The Shining. Here, Jack is sitting at the ballroom bar. His frame is populated by darker elements. Dark tables, door trims, even his outfit has darker tones. Now see the contrast when we cut to reverse. It's a totally different set design. Kubrick frames the ghostly bartender in light to seduce Jack into the evil world of the Overlook Hotel. And that light is justified with art direction. So to recap, you can control the feelings of your scenes by controlling the brightness. But what happens when you throw conventions on their head, perhaps to create irony?
I mean, really? Ready?
I guess so.
Neat. We'll start tomorrow.
The Coen Brothers are masters at contrasting brightness with emotional tone. Here it's a bright day, flatly lit, and then this guy shows up, dressed all in black. The wardrobe and art direction here are practically screaming he doesn't belong here, he doesn't fit, and then he goes and does something like this. The Coens also do the opposite. They'll set comedic moments against darker lighting and moody atmosphere, making us laugh when we perhaps shouldn't. The end effect? Dark humor. So here are a few tips to get you thinking about how you might use tone. First, plan out what type of tonal range you want. Is the story going to be dark or bright? Are there any pivotal scenes or moments you want to contrast from the rest of the film so you can draw attention to them? Storyboard with these things in mind. It'll help you convey the emotions each scene requires. And also think about it when you're creating a script breakdown and you're plotting out the lighting and art direction requirements. Next up, we'll explore how production design can enrich the world of the film and create memorable moments like this one. Just click the link in the description and we'll see you in the next video.